For today's project, I'm going to be building custom floating shelves for my downstairs bathroom. Here's some of the measurements that I took on the wall to make sure that I was able to make the shelves fit according to the size of the wall or the space. First thing I wanted to do is take the 1x8 boards that I had and cut them down to, I believe, roughly 21 inches in length. And so I did that by stacking them both one on top of one another. And once I got them down to the width of the boards that I wanted, or the length of the boards, then I started ripping them down on my table saw to the actual width of the boards. Taking them from 1x8s to, I believe, 1x7 1/4. These are the front facing parts of the boards that I had to cut down. I didn't have video for that, but here's the pieces at the end. So all I did was take those pieces and start assembling them. I did lose video of me using the brad nails to attach each piece where it goes. Here's the finished product in terms of one of the shelves. The next thing I'm going to do is take some time to use the wood filler to fill in all of the gaps, tops and bottoms, just to make sure everything is nice and smooth. This is a really good wood filler that I use often. It works pretty well for me. If you guys have any comments about better wood filler out there, let me know. Willing to try. But this is the end result of that after you let the wood filler dry. Now it's time to do a lot of sanding. Although there are only 3 shelves, this was a lot of sanding, so started off sanding them off with a hand sander, and then I took them outside to my orbital sander and I sanded each and every piece to make sure that the wood filler was flush, that the pieces of wood were flush with one another, so that it would be a really smooth surface when we place our towels and all of the bathroom products on top of it. And also when the sealer goes on, that there's no gaps in between the woods. Everything lays nice and smooth. So that's what I'm taking time to do. I also make sure that when I'm sanding that I sanded the edges, like the corners, not too much of a round over, but I do want to make sure that the corners and the edges are not sharp. So I just made sure I took that over, took the orbital sander on every surface of this floating shelf, just to make sure everything was nice. After I was done sanding, here's a finished product shot of it. I decided to stain these with a gray stain because that was the color that I originally wanted to do. I stained all 3 of these shelves with this really nice gray stain. I really liked it. I've used it on other products before when I built the dresser, and it came out fantastic, made the grain pop and everything. But there was just one thing when I was done with it and I took it down to the bathroom. I just wasn't happy with how dark the shelves were. I was trying to bring a little bit more light into the area. So needless to say, I sanded all of this stain back off of the shelves and I started all over again. And I decided to paint them white. And so here I am recovering the shelves with white spray paint. Took several coats to ensure that it was fully covered. After that, I was on my way to finish this project and I started working on the support systems, or the brackets that the shelves would sit on once we install this onto the bathroom wall. Here I am installing those support shelves. Nothing but Craig screws going right into the studs. I used a stud finder to find out where the studs were, and that's where I decided to drill the holes. Here's me just drilling the holes. Also make sure that you use a leveler to make sure that it's balanced when you're doing so. You want to make sure that your shelves are not crooked. You want everything to be parallel and straight. Here's the finished project. Let me know what you think about this build in the comments below. And also don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching.